It's about thank you very much for the selflessness and the work you did for us to, win the elections. And you took opportunity to tell them what is happening in government and what government intends to do and call everybody to come on board and all that. For me, there's nothing wrong. So if I get opportunity, I will do same. All party members will do same. And let me say quite categorically that all of us political actors, we all have our personal ambitions. And as and when the opportunity comes, you may want to take advantage of it. But at the end of the day, I say that God in heaven that makes kings. And it's the people who might determine that they want to support you. Where the national chairman, Comrade Asiedu Nketia, sits. Why? He has seen it all in politics. Go and check his political history. Check his... You see, because of the way he posited and came across, people don't know him. That's a first-class business student from the University of Ghana Business School. That's somebody who, before the 1992 Constitution was drafted, he was part of the Constituent Assembly, who represented the Brona-Hafo part of the country. They forced him to become almost the first MP in 1993. He was in Parliament for 12 years. During that period, he became a Deputy Minister of Agric. He was very, very instrumental in introducing cashew and all those things into our country. After serving as an MP, he came back, became the General Secretary of our party. In fact, I think that in the history of this country, nobody has served as the General Secretary longer than he did, almost 17 years as the General Secretary. At the same time, Socialist International, a global body of all the left-wing political parties. At the point, he was the vice president, to the president of Spain then. So he has enormous experience and what have you. Anytime you sit down with chairman general, you move with something new, definitely. You will learn something that this politics that we see is not just the thing that we see for our eyes, right? And if today is the national chairman of the party, even if he has an ambition to run as a presidential candidate, really, what is wrong with it? It's not more than qualified to want to govern this country, looking at all the expertise and experience that he's gained over the period. To the extent that his activities will not derail current efforts, will not create any division, will not create any tension.
But are you aware that Asiedu Nketia himself, in a recent interview on another media platform, advised party members and appointees to focus on the job at hand?
That's right.
And not nurture or not even think of contesting for flag bearership because that would derail the efforts or it will affect the government, simply put.
That's true.
Adversely. And then he says, what is important now is for the government to succeed.
That's correct.
If the government succeeds, it won't really matter much, and I'm going to use his words, it matter much. It doesn't matter, but it won't matter much who the party puts up as the next leader for the 2028 elections, because it will make the work easier, because Ghanaians are happy. So will it then be acceptable or tenable for us to be told that he has started his journey very early? That is, if indeed that is the case.
Moro, you know national chairman of our party very well.
Very, I do.
Comrade Asiedu Nketia is not a hypocrite, it's not a coward. If the intention is that he wants to campaign for flag bearership elections, you organize a press conference and announce it.
Okay.
And move on the ground. The man didn't say he's going to campaign. He said, I'm going on a thank you talk. This may not be the first time he's doing this. Even after the 2016 election, when we lost election, then as a general secretary, he visited a number of constituencies across the country, thanking the people and trying to reconcile the people. In 2020 election, when we lost, he did the same thing. Maybe because now people are already saying that he wants to contest for the presidency. That is why they are reading meanings into what he's doing. Otherwise, for me, it's not something new.
Okay.
And from where I sit, if his intention is to go out there and campaign as somebody who is seeking to run for the office of the president or the flag bearership of that party, knowing him for who he is, he will say it openly. That yes, I want to contest as flag bearer. And I think it's about time for me to start engaging and campaigning, and so I'm going to campaign. He will not hide from that.
Okay.
He's not a man that is scared to say, what he wants to do or he feels like doing. Not.
Okay.
So what he has put out is that he is going on a thank you tour. Almost everybody who may have an ambition to want to contest, people have the right to be doing one thing or the other. And like I said, whatever you do, it must be done in such a way that it doesn't derail the collective objective now. Whoever becomes the flag bearer for our party is going to operate and run on the back of this particular government, the way that President Mahama's administration will do. And so it's in our collective interest that we support President Mahama and this administration to succeed.
Right.
Once the government succeeds, like he rightly said, whoever we put forward wouldn't have to struggle too much to get the blessing of Ghanaians to become the next president.
Okay.
And so, for me, let us respect what they have said as of now, that is embarking on a thank you tour. And I said, this is not the first time he's doing it. I am aware. Because in the 2020 elections, I was part of his campaign team. We taught the whole of this country together. And when we finished, I was the national headquarters as the national officer of the party, and I am aware he embarked on a similar thank you tour. And so if he's doing the same today, why is this one becoming news?
Okay.
Is it because there are speculations out there that he may want to run for the presidency?
Okay.
Even that one, I am not too sure if he has said that categorically.
Right.
I've heard a lot of people talk about it. He hasn't called me and said, Fred, I am running. I want to run for flag. He had never said that to me. I don't know.
Right.
For now, it's speculation. And if indeed he intends to do that, when the time comes, he will come out openly and campaign. Let me conclude by saying that we have several prominent people in our party who have distinguished themselves, who have served very well. Several names are making their rounds on social media and even the traditional media about people who want to put themselves forward to contest. The current chief of staff, I've heard his name in the social media. People are mentioning his name. I've seen him around these days engaging more with people, talking with groups and all that thing. We all know the work he done. We know his experience. He started the party as a deputy propaganda secretary in the Eastern region. He rose to become our regional. He became our regional chairman. From regional chairman, when we won the election, that Professor Mills, he was taken to a tourism board. He works there as the chief executive.
Okay.
Then later he became the minister of local government.
CV.
Then he was a regional minister at a point in time. Then became a chief of staff at the presidency. We saw the work he did before we lost power. We are back into office. He's still a chief of staff.
That's fine.
My brother and friend, Honorable. When he had opposition about MP, was I here? When I came, you had to talk about anything matter. Omoro, wait, you have been biased. When you brought in Isaac spoke about NPP. I was not here.
No.
It's what they want to say.
No, my production team has just drawn my attention to a video. Let's watch it. Let's enjoy this before we continue. Let's watch it.
You have been diabolic. Now I don't. You are a suspect.
Right. Let's watch this.
Right. Moro is a suspect. Don't follow him. Right. Don't follow Moro.
Fellow Akatamansonians, fellow Akatamansonians,
Please forgive me. Yeah, it looks like the journey has started.
Which journey?
Yeah, I won't say much. Anyway, let me bring Isaac.
But let me just.
No.
Let me just laugh. This is not his issue. Thank you. Wait.
Let him come.
Isaac, wait. You see, you'll be unfair to me.
No. What you been talking about was 20 minutes.
You've had a very